Hi guys, welcome back to more NCIS. We are finally here. We are on the season finale for season 4. The previous episode putting the actual normal case of the episode to one side. We are continuing with Leroy, the frog, and Jenny receiving some rather unexpected news from this colonel that she went to see, who's on his deathbed, saying that her father is still alive and the two of them had to sign for these weapons that were supposedly meant to have been destroyed that Leroy took. He required it that way. So now she's left with a questions are twofold of being able to bring him down, but also wonder why the hell would her father have told his own daughter, and that not told that he has basically done a despairing act and faked his own death, and she doesn't know. So there's that. So we're going to get some sort of conclusion in this. I don't know what. It may be like they've done with the last episode and mirrored with whatever case we've got going on for the episode, or it could continue on into season 5. This guy has lasted this long for a reason and never been caught and never been able to have enough evidence against him for him to be put away. So this may come close to catching him, it may not. Let's go find out. I don't know what to expect in this. It is a season finale, so anything could happen. Sit back, relax. We will go and watch out episode 24. I don't like it when we follow them from an airport. You always feel like they're being tracked somehow when they show it. I don't see him being involved. Look, we go. Stupid. There was the text message. Well, you won't see him soon now.
Welcome home, senora.
Thank you, Noemi.
You hungry, senora?
No, I ate on the plane.
What time tomorrow, Director?
05:30, Melvin. I want to get an early start.
4 nails in it. Please. I know I'm pausing it really early here, and it's fuck all to do with the episode. I wish TV shows would learn to stop doing this. When we're watching a show that we thoroughly enjoy, and I love this series, I look forward to reacting to it every week, please stop telling me guest appearances before I see them in the episode. When you always put them in the opening credits, it always seems to spoil it. Is that significant somehow? Does that signify your father?
Since 95.
Wow. Okay. Is he hurt?
Noemi?
Si, senora.
Who's been in my study?
Yeah.
No one,
No
senora.
one. Well, someone clearly has.
I've been gone for 5 days. Didn't you clean in here?
Si, senora.
It's not
I
her
no
fault.
see.
Stop acting like a Nazi. Come over here, scratch my nose, please. Right side,
What
right
the
side.
hell are you doing?
Ow!
You mean homemade polygraph
Stop
machine?
being such a baby. Have you ever used an alias?
Does a nom de plume count?
Yes or no answers
It
only.
does.
No.
No?
Line.
No.
Okay, either you or my polygraph is lying, and since I'm trying to prep McGee for his polygraph on Monday.
Really?
Was not made
Well,
in
unless you're a
2001.
spy, McGeek, the thought of which is utterly ludicrous.
It's not uncommon.
Started in kindergarten, couldn't change his answer.
How to erase crayon.
Tony, it's not funny. Retaining my special agent status is dependent on passing this polygraph. Timothy McGee is my legal name. Tommy Gem City is my pen name. I don't have any other names.
Proby.
Yeah, boss.
Have that one.
2 other names. Why are you torturing McGee?
Yeah.
Who ordered that?
Homeland Security. All NCIS agents must take it, Director.
You've all got to do it.
Check your emails.
Where's my backpack? Where's my bag? I want my backpack.
Why are we watching this guy?
No problem, Annie.
Dr. Jessup wants him in monkey bars till he can operate.
3 mgs of Versed, 2 of morphine 15 minutes ago, and he's still amped up?
Mm-hmm. I think the boy had more on board than ER put in him. And it was a fight just to get the leg x-rayed.
I wonder why we're focusing on that.
You're hypertensive and tachycardic.
What's that?
Not good. Have you taken any drugs we don't know about?
Tachycardia.
We're not the police, Devin. Our only concern is your well-being.
If you lie to him, it can kill you.
Keep your eye out for Miss Puerto Rico.
Visiting our ex-wife?
Waiting for you.
How'd you know I'd be here?
Friday night, odd weekend.
Hi, Daddy. Hey,
She's a right little cutie here, isn't she? I was like,
She's looking at me, Tobias. Hard lines, they're tapped. Cell calls snatched right out of the air.
Turning into a conspiracy nut, Jethro. What's next? Alien abductions?
You still dream about OJ and Diane?
Nah. Emily kind of likes her. You?
FBI being polygraphed?
No. And before you run to the alphabet soup, this net is being cast strictly over NCIS. Someone who thinks there's a security risk.
yeah, see who's decided this.
CIA. Who are they after, Tobias?
Yeah. It's with what Jenny's
Your
doing.
boss.
Yeah. They're going for Jenny, so that they are polygraphing everyone. Because I have a feeling the CIA want Lauren Wee exactly where he is.
Senor Gibbs?
Director home?
I'm in here. Bourbon?
I've kicked in too many doors to be polite, yeah. You lost your protection
Died.
detail in Paris. You went missing for 21 hours. Where were you?
You sound like a jealous husband.
How would you know?
Don't
Touch
touch
that.
that. It's scotch. I had
Well,
another
he know.
visitor before you arrived. Unannounced.
Did he duck out the back?
Now you do sound like a jealous husband.
And we're being polygraphed for a security breach.
Yeah.
Drink your bourbon and say goodnight, Gracie.
Why is everybody so dour? It's TGIF and the happy hour.
Homeland Security is ordering us to take a polygraph.
I got it Friday.
Rather odd, but nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
You're looking at me.
I'm trying to lighten the atmosphere with a little humor.
She could pass one of the girls.
To be funny.
Stop digging.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
you are digging.
Yeah, around for my friends on me.
Dispelling
And
two
hand
misconceptions
down
about
that.
Scotsmen.
Please, God, make it quick.
Amen.
May the best you've ever seen be the worst you'll ever see. May you always be as happy as we wish you all to be.
Guys, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
May a mouse never leave your girdle with a teardrop in his eye.
Not girdle, gurnal.
To drive
It's not the easiest of accents to understand, is it, Scottish?
I don't think that demon to get hit by a
The fuck's going on there?
Why didn't you push it?
It was lit.
I'd have pushed it anyway.
And why is that?
To watch it light up.
About that. Really?
You talking to me?
Funny.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, Bobby.
His name is Nick.
Shut up, Bernie.
That's not what he meant.
He thinks his name is Bobby. Don't you?
Yeah.
You don't think your name is Bobby, do you, Nick?
ER said Devin Watson was up here. He called his sister to pick him up.
He hasn't gone into surgery.
Surgery? For a broken leg?
It's a severe compound fracture.
My girl's worried about her brother, that's all. Wants to see him.
I feel like something's
This
about
is
to
Mr.
happen here.
Watson's sister, Dr. Benoit? Bernadette. But everybody calls me Bernie.
You can just sense it, can't you?
Friend?
Nick?
He thinks his name is Bobby.
Room 331.
Yeah, they're
10
feeling
minutes.
off.
I wanted to be
really
a
off.
doctor, but my
She
dad.
doesn't want to hear about your life history, Bernie.
She's clearly
think,
completely under his control.
Urinals.
We draw the line at bedpans. That 10 minutes?
There's something very squirrely about them. I think you should call security. I really do.
Well, he was doing De Niro in the elevator, you know, like,
You talking
Talking to me.
You talking to me?
so I called him Bobby.
Sometimes you are so juvenile.
You gotta get out of here.
Man, they won't let me out.
Can't keep you. All you gotta do is sign a release.
They can't walk.
That's why they make the chairs with those, you know, things that go round.
I think I might be leaking.
Be cool, Dee. Be cool.
He's a mule. Leaking. He's a mule. I was right. Where the hell is security, for God's sake?
It leaks.
They've come for the drugs.
doesn't leak.
It has bats. Bats don't come out in the sunshine. I hate bats ever since I saw Dracula.
You're chickening out on me, aren't you?
Did I say Scout's honor? Wow, you drive a hard bargain. Okay, yes, I want to see the house. Just as long as seeing doesn't necessarily mean buying.
I just think...
Code blue.
It's them. I just think it's a bit preemptive.
Got the pulse ox. What do we have?
Blood pressure 80 over 40.
He's got drugs in him.
150. Pupils are pinpoint and unreactive.
Yeah.
P75 over 35.
Smart move, don't it? They don't know who you are, do they? Venezuela.
EKG leads in place.
Flew in from Caracas 3 hours ago. Probably body packing heroin.
Yep.
Bags must have burst.
We've got V-fib. He stopped breathing. Should I
He's
give you an
gonna die.
epi?
Not till we shock
It's
it.
leaked.
Still in VFib. No pressure, no pulse.
What? There's no one there. She's seeing the little girl. Ooh, spooky. This isn't a horror show. That's a bizarre thing to put in this series.
Me too.
And mine.
Where's he taking him?
Working overtime.
Hospital morgue.
We pick him up
He's
there?
dead.
No, we do not pick him up there.
Not bad, considering she saw the Angel of Death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently.
What did this one look like?
Shirley Temple.
If your brother had told us he was body packing drugs, we might have saved him.
You could have.
Or if you had told us.
But now we need to call the police.
I don't know what's in Dee's gut, Doc. And neither do you.
Is that a threat?
Where do we pick up his body?
City morgue after he's been autopsied.
Correct.
We don't need an autopsy.
Tough.
I do.
Suck it up, Bernie.
Give me something, Nick.
I'm not quite understanding what's happening here. I'm getting the storyline, but I don't know how it is in America. I would have expected it to have been far more authoritarian than what we have in this country, but any signs of what that just was, any hospital staff, nurse, doctor, whatever, orderly, any of them that suspect this, the police would already be here arresting these two under suspicion for being involved in an unnatural death because obviously a balloon has burst inside him and that's what he's died from. Why has it not shown any of that? I feel like that's what would happen, but they're stretching the story a little bit here to give us more of an elaborate outcome.
That ain't gonna help much.
Never pimp a junkie.
I'm a junkie.
Then walk out of here.
She's rattling.
Well, he didn't want to lose his shipment.
No.
That makes him an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how could
So
you prove
why
that,
you
John?
called anybody?
I don't know, but I can't just let him walk out of here.
No.
Dr. Benoit, you don't want to get involved.
I am involved, Annie. That boy didn't have to die.
No, but it's your
He's
responsibility.
going to do an autopsy. He's going to find the drugs, notify narcotics. What more can you do than that?
That's what you should be doing.
I don't know.
What is it?
Just sign it, Tim.
This is about the polygraph.
It's a get out of jail free card.
Yeah. How did you do that?
Boss, why would I need such a card?
Because you're going to hack into the CIA.
Oh, hell, okay. That's why he's making sure.
Thanks for coming in on such short notice.
Yeah,
Abby.
why is it you want her to
Neither
run?
rain, nor snow, nor sleet, nor hail. How can you be in Paris and not climb the Eiffel Tower?
Busy. Yeah, it's a risky battle. Yeah, that made sense. That's what she was bringing
Chain
in.
of evidence is not important.
Because nothing
I'll
to
be
do
in
in
my
any
office.
case.
Came from Homeland Security's Assistant Director for Infrastructure Protection. Okay, well, the order went from Homeland Security to China, then Kurdistan.
What?
Went through a secondary server in India to the island of Cyprus, where it followed a bank line back to D.C. and
CIA.
maze of incoming and outgoing black op
Is
chatter.
it
all
them
encrypted.
doing that?
That's where I lost it, but I found it again. It's codenamed Lodestone, running out of the CIA section for weapons control and arms proliferation.
The frog.
Yeah. It is. Lodestone. Trying to misdirect you. Smart for Gibbs to realise that he needed
Who do I have to thank?
McGee to hack him
Former
to figure that out.
FBI agents.
You're very resourceful. No? Why? You didn't want to intrude on their privacy?
No? Why is that? I only needed photos for leverage.
Ah. This Dinozo is married?
No.
Oh, then how did you intend to gain leverage? Oh. You intend to harm her?
Only threaten. Dinozo? He's a player.
It's too bad. A man in love could be persuaded to do almost anything.
That is true.
Dinozo's a white hat. You won't want to see her harmed.
Have you not noticed what? I like white hats.
I didn't see him, Carly.
The angel was standing right behind you.
Your angel of death? They flew in from Paris to see their grandfather who stroked. Security's been searching the hospital for an hour.
It's just a lost little girl, Carly.
Yeah, relax.
All right, well, I will see you in the morning. I gotta go.
They leave the hospital.
They went into the pharmacy. I had to return the gurney to the ER, but I got a feeling they're gonna try again.
What the fuck, man?
Miss me already?
Our grieving couple may be in the morgue.
Some of the dodgiest people you can come across attend hospitals and emergency drug overdoses, knife wounds, gunshot wounds. Hello?
He's not in the cabinet, Bernie.
Didn't take a month to get here, did it?
Servant ain't doing nothing.
This is ridiculous. This is the lens junkies will go to.
Hey, D.
Shut up.
They just don't care, do they? He's just gonna cut him open.
He's still warm.
I'm assuming he's not armed though, other than the
I will
scalpel.
not let him butcher her brother in front of her. He'll make a gory mess she'll never get out of her head.
Get behind me.
I mean, she's right.
Why?
Because I tell you to.
Because he is used to dealing with this and you are not. No, but he has. Okay, I was wrong.
Tony is with his girlfriend, and you are worried about him. What does that tell you?
Yeah.
He is my partner.
No.
And my partner said he would be here.
Come on.
And I have this not so good feeling.
Really? You're getting intuition for something here. I mean, she's right.
The way you're shaking, you couldn't find a shotgun. You called security, Doc?
No, but you bloody well should have done hours ago.
I said call him off.
Do what he says.
Oh, no, you gotta just tell him.
They can leave now.
Tony's trying to keep you. That gun can go off so easily.
Will you forget now?
And Tony possibly normally would be looking for a way when he comes round. But a junkie with a gun in their hand, all bets are off.
Put it on the speaker.
They already don't have a life, they don't have anything to lose.
Security, Jackson.
This is Dr. Benoit in the morgue.
You should have had him around here a long time ago.
You can recall him. It was a false alarm.
Thank you, Dr. Benoit.
Surgery first, Doc.
I help him first.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut your drugs
You're a slow learner.
out of her brother for you.
Security. If that's not good enough, shoot me.
Is this desperate for a fix? Why didn't you just go get her a fix somewhere else?
Tony.
You're not under control right
Can you
now.
sit up?
Someone is looking at me.
No concussion.
It's the cleaning crew.
What the hell is it?
It's a bot agent. It's probably one of the CIA's. Oh yeah, boss. If this had penetrated my firewall, could have downloaded my hard drive, CIA would have all our data, know that we were on the Lone Stone. A really smart bot agent won't just sit on my computer. It'll look for my search patterns on the internet.
And it will go through the
It's
network.
like tracking a dirtbag, McGee. You stake out his house. You put out a bolo.
Never thought of it that way?
Certainly search. Jenny Shepard. When you look at me like that, McGee, I get this overwhelming urge to head slap you.
I mean, he's right.
How many prints?
2 sets. He poured with his left hand and held the glass with his right. I can tell you he's not military. APHIS would have gotten a match on anyone on active duty by now.
Dead?
Dead?
Didn't cover those, did you?
You said this wasn't a case.
It's not.
You've not
I want you to
included
expand the search to include servicemen alive prior to
or
95.
reported dead. Should have told her that to begin with, because as far as you're concerned, your father's dead. Well, I get a horrible, horrible feeling she's going to get shot in this.
Not asking you to save a life, Doc. Oh, maybe I am.
That's not what the mask's for.
What's it for?
Turn around, Bernie.
Why the mask?
Tell her to turn around.
Do it, Bernie.
The mask's to protect me from disease spread by airborne particles released when I open him up.
No more stalling.
It's also in case one of the bags is burst and she doesn't inhale anything she shouldn't.
Devin died bringing us to
Swords here, he can't do anything.
What the hell do you think?
Oh, she's just cut through the lot. No, 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 no.
Next one's in your ear.
You okay?
That actually worked.
Not really.
And that's a junkie for you. I will say this. I'm quite surprised that that resolved itself the way that it did, and nobody that wasn't already dead ended up dead. End to a season here. I was expecting more.
It's director's father, Colonel Jasper Shepard. You don't know him?
No.
She never talked family.
It's like you.
She has her eyes. He's still alive?
Nope.
Deceased. Suicide. 12 years ago.
Oh dear. Now you've expanded the parameters. Bing.
There she goes. Ooh. Sarah. Security found her sleeping in the delivery room. We'll see him later.
She was a blonde.
What's this?
My secret.
So this must be Anthony DiNardo. Welcome to the family, Professor.
What the fuck? Oh, you bastards. I'm thinking, they've done it to me again. I was just ready to give a whole song and dance and speech about that. That was a little bit of a letdown for a season finale. And then they dropped that bombshell on us right at the end. So that's massively significant. We'll talk about that in a minute. As regards the case of the lad and I don't know who the other guy was, and his sister. What an absolutely catastrophic sequence of mistakes were made to enable that situation to end up where it did. It felt, unfortunately, and I love this show, that felt like the circumstances were created to fit the narrative to give us that kind of conclusion and for it to get out of control that quickly. Because I feel like in real life, security or law enforcement would have been called in and stepped in far, far earlier than that for it to have ever got to that situation. And I was worried as it was progressing, because I mentioned this about Tony getting involved and falling for someone finally, that she could end up being a target or she could end up being a victim, rather than you thinking that it would be him, with him being the agent, because that's always the way that's the way that just life goes. Just the same as you've seen some of these cases where it's soldiers that have been away on tours in Iraq and everywhere else and Afghanistan and survive all of that, and then they come home and die some stupid, pointless, ridiculous death after surviving in a war-torn country with fucking mortars and fucking God knows what else going off left, right and centre, and they die some pointless death back home. I thought they were going to go down the storyline of her getting hurt or shot and him as an agent being able to do nothing about it. But it did resolve itself in the end. So let's put that to one side. Nice that Gibbs had made sure he got this get out of jail free pass. I don't know how he got that precisely, for the polygraph to be just approved for McGee. Because he's doing this kind of behind Jenny's back to see what the hell's going on, so it wouldn't be her that signed it. Anyway, regardless, he's figured out where it's all come from. And, he's trying to figure out where it's all come from. But we don't have a definitive answer other than just it's the CIA that ordered it, but we don't know who. And it's been bounced left, right and centre. Kind of feels like the kind of work of somebody who's nothing to do with the CIA in the first place and has planted that, i.e. the frog. And then we get the limo at the end. I was suspicious instantly because I heard her speaking French. And the minute I heard his voice, I knew before it even showed his face on screen. Right. Okay. There is only one. Oh man. There's only one possible, plausible explanation to all of this. And now that that's been revealed, that has given me cogs are turning. All the circumstances around Tony's reluctance to commit, I thought were personally based on him as who he is as a person, and fear of commitment, fear of being hurt. But Tony's been working this case with our director since day one, trying to get to him. And now that gets revealed. So I'm thinking, you lot already know if you've seen this, so not wanting to say he loves her, hesitated and hesitated and hesitated, not wanting to commit to moving in together, then gets talked around, not wanting to commit into buying a house together. That was in the last episode or two. All of this isn't real, is it? She is the mark as regards the investigation that's going on with NCIS, with Tony and the director, who is on a personal vendetta to bring this guy down and has used the whole team, excuse me, but Tony more than anybody, as she had him purposely insert himself into her life. Because that's the only explanation for this. To get to him. But at the same time, it's gone completely and catastrophically wrong. Because he's done the one thing he's not supposed to do, hasn't he? He's fallen for her. Oh my God. I'm in shock. I was just going to give a quite shortish review of this episode at the end with the way that the case was. It felt a little bit forced, that one. But just that one 30-second scene at the end has just opened everything up and made all the things that not quite added up of just slot and fall into place. Well, I don't know what else to say for now. I really don't. But why would she just be in... Oh. Do you know what? I've too many questions. I need to know more. They're obviously going to come back to it in season 5. I was saying at the start when we were going to get some sort of big reveal or some big finale. We didn't really get that. We just got a big reveal at the end for the last minute of the episode. So, there you go. please join me next week for episodes 1 and 2 of season 5, and we will dive further into that. That storyline has been going on for so long that they have purposely misled, misdirected us as the viewer into just believing it's something that Tony's life has come to that point where he's finally met someone and he's not sure about committing, and they're clearly in love. At the same time, I do believe that Ziva is kind of feeling a missed opportunity and is feeling the same way about Tony. I don't know what's going to happen there. That's kind of brought that back into focus really now, because from what I'm seeing, I don't believe any of this is real. But the real part is the love aspect, is the actual relationship that's been created from this. Is he really this deep undercover with her? I mean, he has to be. Because he knows full fucking well who that is. And he didn't flinch. Because he can't. In front of either of them. I need to do a lot of thinking. Right, okay. See you for 2 episodes next week. And hopefully we'll get some more information, but they could also just come back and put it on a back burner for the time being. It's clearly a continuous storyline that they are continuing onto in yet another season, so please join me for that next week. Until then, if you are watching on YouTube, as usual, please don't forget to post your comments down below, and I would appreciate the video to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and if you do want to watch all of them in full length, link in the description, takes you to Patreon, you know the rest. Right then, see you for what could be a completely unrelated case to the start of season 5, or we could come back to this. There's so many questions about that now. There's so many questions about the director and her father. There's a lot of balls in the air, okay? And I'm not a juggler. See you for 2 episodes next week. Take care.